Big question. What's going to happen when mortgage rates start with a 3? I know that seems like crazy. They were like, wow, are you crazy? They were like 6s and 5s, and sure, they're in the 4s now, but what's all this bullshit about 3s? Okay. Well, it's going to get there. It may not get there this year, but early next year, we will see certain select rates, like a 5-year fixed rate, which is a CMHC insured, designed just for first-time home buyers, low down payment, under $1 million purchase, very specific, highly selective program. Doesn't apply to that many people anymore. It used to apply to like 50%. Now it applies to only about, in Canada, it's probably at about 14 to 15% tops. Well, of all buyers today. So, but it'll get to 3. There'll be a 3 in front of it. It'll be 399, 394, 389, 3 high 3s, very high 3% range, which is obviously enormously better than 5s and 6s. That's a big change. So the big question, as soon as we see a rate that starts with a 3, a mortgage rate that starts with a 3, will we have a huge burst of real estate activity? Will the housing market, the sales of houses reignite in a drastic way and big upswing, prices to the moon, like the TikTok realtors say? All right. So there's a case on each side. Let's break it down. Okay, what is the case for home sales going up and home prices going up in the case of this 399 rate? Okay, there's some pent-up demand. Home sales are way down from where they were, particularly in Ontario. Some of them, even a little bit of slowdown in Alberta, British Columbia slowdown. Maritimes, Atlantic seems fine. Quebec's doing well, but Quebec was never the crazy town of the utter madness, crazy madness of Ontario in 2021. It was just nuts. So will it come back? Will this bring Ontario and British Columbia real estate right back? Because there's demand. People want to buy houses. FOMO. Will that suddenly come in? Oh, look, the rates are down. I got to jump now or I'm going to miss out. FOMO is a very real thing in the real estate business. We saw it in 2021 like I never would have believed. This is crazy. There's the constant refrain of, well, in Canada, we have record immigration. Record immigration requires higher house prices. No, it doesn't really, but it's a factor, okay? Has to be. Like, just makes sense. We are the fastest growing developed economy in the world. Nobody even close. Like, not even close for the last 3 years. We are, sure, some tiny countries, some very small countries with very high birth rates, maybe come close. But no, nobody as a percentage has grown their population as quickly in the developed world as Canada has in the last 3 years. It's just been off the charts, record breaking. So wait, there's one more. Very low building of homes. Like there's the scarcity element, because basically 14 months ago, builders stopped building homes. Projects all stopped, like condo projects all stopped, everything stopped. Sure, cranes are still in the air, things are getting finished, but once they're finished, there's no new things coming. None, okay? Now, will all these factors just jerk real estate prices and just right through the roof? Maybe. There's another side to this argument, the side for prices not going up. So what's that? Well, I think one of the things we've definitely discovered is only real estate investors, only people who want to flip condo units or own rental properties or invest in real estate, they're the only people who actually want to buy dog crate condos, those tiny 480 square foot less condos. Because right now, the truth is nobody wants to live in them. Not really. Nobody wants to own them, to put out at the prices that they are today. Nobody wants to put out the price on that kind of nasty product to actually live in them. So, and it's unlikely that until interest rates get a lot lower and sometimes and prices come down too, that investors will come back to that market. So that's sort of a dead ass market right now. Now, those prices could still come down, and because there's just going to be too many new condos built, too many new completions in the GTA. And if this is really important, our house prices in Canada are still by and large batshit crazy high. Like they're still like, they don't make any sense in reality. Okay. Sometimes realtors will try to pretend they make sense, but they actually don't make any sense. And the final thing is, will a faltering, weakening, possible recession economy just kick the legs out of any possible upsurge in house prices? Because let's face it, in a really, really bad economy, in a clear recession, when people's mindset is all that things are going bad, when the sentiment is that things are bad in the economy, they don't run out and buy houses. Some do, don't get me wrong. If you're a physician and you never have to think about your employment, why not? Sure, let's go out and buy a house. I mean, I'm never going to be unemployed. Nothing's going to go wrong with my income. But for a lot of people, no, it's worry prevents them from buying. So that's what we're up against right now, and what we're going to be up against for the next year or two. Even though a mortgage rate will appear with a 3 in front of it. That's the starting number in that rate will be a 3. Now, maybe it's December, maybe it's January, maybe it's November. I don't know. Maybe you have to wait all the way till March. It's coming. That's a fact. I know. Everybody says, no, you're wrong. You don't know. You're not an economist. You're just a mortgage broker. You don't know shit. I get a certain number of comments like that in the comments section. But I don't care. The truth is, there will be a rate that starts with a 3 eventually. It'll come. So does that reignite everything? I don't know those answers. We're going to have to wait and see.